Ethan, since we're just gonna go alphanumerical down the list. Are you gonna play as Tetro today, or I think you still gotta play as Tetro, right? Let's see.
Repeat what you said.
Uh,
Curio.
you're gonna continue as Tetro today since Johnson's still sick.
I do have a question about how dates work because I'm a little confused. So is it? So the last time we played was it the 17th of July or was it 10th of July?
It's in the campaign reports. So last time we played it was the 17th. Yeah, year 10.
Yeah. Okay. Because what's the 10 for?
That's the year. How many years of campaigning we've been doing? It's been 10 years of campaigning.
Okay.
Since 2016. So in real life. But
Okay.
10
Okay.
in-game years have passed,
All right. That's good to know.
and every game is 1 day passing. So
So I till 21st. So it's about a couple days. All right. Yeah, I'm staying at Tetra.
yeah, remaining as Tetro. Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to buy a dagger though.
Okay, sorry. One more time. You want to buy a dagger?
Dagger, yes.
Okay.
Should have the money. Yeah.
Okay. So you're down to 10 coppers. Anything else?
Great. So yeah, that's just it. I think. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Then Goose, you said you wanted the Veil to bring his retainer, right? Or
Yep. I'm gonna see if I can bring
Geese?
fighter.
Goose. Yeah.
You
Goose the fight. Okay, that's fine.
figured figured Goose was a good fighter name. You know, the fucking angry bird.
Yeah. All right. So for Veil, because you're playing as Veil today,
Yep.
starting with your memorized spells. Two magic missiles again, or something else?
Do magic missile sleep. Deal with
Okay.
kobolds, so pretty easy to sleep them. Never know, man. They might spawn a fucking 24 or whatever.
Okay, sounds good.
Another max spawn.
All right, and what purchases do you need to make before we start? You have 17 coppers on you.
I need a few I call it rations. Just throw those in the horse.
Okay, 3 rations.
Yeah, 3 rations. And health potions only what 10 silver or 1 silver, right?
Uh, double check.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you make it, it's if you make one, it's 1 silver. If you buy one, it's about two.
Try to make one.
Okay, let's check the percentile. So yours level 2, so you should have a 35% or 25%. Here, let me double check actually. Hmm. Okay. I think based on the rulings, the only one who can craft magic items at level 1, based on the house rules at least, is magic users, right? They can craft them at level 1. Elves have to wait till they're level 9.
Oh shit, rip. Alright, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just leave it in the bank. see if I can hire dude. Bring dude along or whatever. Since I'm here, what 3 languages do elves know? Just innately.
Hobgoblin, Orc, and Gnoll.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so...
And common, of course.
Yeah, of course. Alright, let's see. So, next is going to be... Goose, right? He's a retainer NPC.
Yep. It'll just help with some firepower.
Okay, so... As an NPC, he will, of course, mainly just bank his money. So...
Yep. I'm gonna ask him to put 3 of his impact grenades on the cart. And I explain the reasoning is they like to use fire, and if you have more than one of these on you, you can't get rid of it in time, you're probably going to blow up. That is my explanation, if he does come with us.
Okay, so you want to put them on your cart. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's because last thing I want to do is, oh, hey, I have a great idea, let's go die, you know?
Yeah. Alright, let's get Reem into the game as well.
This should be a relatively easy haul if we don't run into fucking centipedes.
Alright, honestly, it's your turn.
We're absolutely cooked if we run into centipedes.
I think the Cold Kids were known to have a lot of centipedes and rats.
Oh my god.
I have 2 sleeves. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm invisible, so worst case scenario.
I was gonna say, like, every time we've seen centipedes in there, we've somehow scared them off because they just didn't want to fuck with us. For some
I'm
reason.
still invisible, right? Because it's technically infinite until I do something to break it, and I haven't attacked anything or got taken damage, which is the ruling.
Did you make any purchases in town today?
No.
No? Okay. Alright then. Yeah, it should be fine. If you didn't buy anything, then you... Because, of course, invisibility, walking through the street invisible, is a crime, right? That's like a thief thing to do. So, without permission, people might think you're... Well, yeah. Because
Well,
you can do...
how are they gonna know?
That's good to know. Yeah.
If they find
That's
out,
good
like,
to
if
know.
you're casting sleep in the middle of the streets,
I didn't even think about that.
going
Yeah,
invisible
that
in
makes
town.
sense.
How do they know you're invisible?
Well, if they hear you talking to a
I
merchant...
have a fucking light on me?
Yeah. There's that too. It can be a crime, right? If it's definitely a suspicious activity, right? So usually you're not supposed to cast spells when you're in town, right? You're not supposed to swing your sword around when you're in town, right? So.
In that case, technically I bought rations, but could I just have my dude do it for me?
Goose.
I give him an extra 2 powders.
Sure. You met with him at like your guys' base camp. He couldn't see you, but you left some money for him to go buy rations. That's the reason.
Like, hey homie, I don't want to waste this invisibility.
Money, yeah.
Like, alright.
Very expensive powder.
The only way we know that veil is there is when we see the light come around.
Exactly.
It's just brighter.
Man, I don't know waste to spell. I spent a lot of coin on that bitch, right?
Alright, so any gear the subject is carrying is
missiles.
also rendered invisible. So as long as you don't make any changes to your character, right, everything remains invisible. Because if you add new items to you, or remove anything, anything removed, of course, becomes visible. Anything added to you remains visible, right? It doesn't become invisible with you. So you didn't add anything to yourself, right? Or did you take anything away from yourself recently?
No, just put it. No,
Right.
just
The
put it in
food one on
cart,
the
remember?
cart. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, I thought about that before I said anything. Did the retainer pass the roll or whatever?
yeah, and then everything else should be good. We'll see. Let's check. All right. Maybe he's unavailable actually. You do have a bonus of +2,
Alright, that's fine.
and you do have a +1 due to the fact that you guys are of the same house/alignment. So, good relations, good charisma, leadership. That's gonna be +3 total, so 7. So he's a bit uncertain. I guess you made the offer. He was not sure. He did
I
not
tell him we're
refuse or accept.
I say, hey dude, we're just killing kobolds. You wanna come? And then
Okay, so yeah, when you did make the offer, you told him what was going on, and he was not sure. He said, "I'll get back to you on that." Um, that's basically
alright,
what
that's
7
fine.
means. So you never got
It is what it
confirmation.
is.
Yeah, I would say he still bought you your supplies, but he never confirmed whether he would join your crew or not today.
He's trying to fuck a fat bitch. That's what's happening.
Maybe, yeah. So
Fighters, I tell you.
all right, so it'll just be the three
You
of
know
you,
the old saying, you're in the military.
right?
Since 1775.
You know, you gotta enjoy your money sometimes, you know. So or your hard-earned
There's a
spoils.
Marine joke.
All right. All right. So, honestly, was there anything you needed to prepare?
Don't have free trip. Oh, honestly, never mind. Fucking name.
Fuck you. No, not really. I don't really have any money right now.
Okay, I'll bank your 7 then. Is that fine?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get started. So, it's another summer day out here in the town of Delm. A small crew of 3 sets out for another adventure, right? In our last one, just to give us some background information, our crew came back from another successful expedition in the caves east of Delm, right? They hunted down some sturges and scouted out other areas of the dungeon to some extent. So we've made a few discoveries. We haven't acted upon them. Whether we want to continue there or not, it doesn't sound like we will. We have to finalize our plans for this adventure. So, do you guys need time to discuss your ideas, or are you ready to go? Do you have a plan?
Nah, I think we're kills.
All on board?
Yeah.
Murdering some dog people.
Okay, so we're
Wait, what?
So,
visiting the
are they
caves to the
scaly
north.
dog people?
Yeah,
Or-
they're scaly,
Like dog,
hairless dog people.
Okay.
hairless dogs.
So they're reptilian.
They're not reptilian.
Dogs aren't reptiles.
Yeah, but they have scaly. Oh,
Like flaky skin, maybe. Scaly, rough, uneven skin.
I
Nasty.
see. Like every time. They also have horns.
Yeah. Have you seen the kobold before?
That's 5B.
No, I looked at old. Old.
Sure they're not ears. Dog ears.
They have horns. I've seen horns.
Yeah.
Pretty sure those are not ears. Me. Put it in just media. I'm pretty sure those are not horns.
Yep, that's an old school kobold. They're dog men. scaly, wicked dogmen. They're not exactly dogs, but they have dog-like features,
Yeah.
canine features.
Yeah.
I guess they do have little ones. Okay. Unless that's their
Yeah.
common.
Still, because I can see where the dog part is, especially the nose and snout and stuff. Like, but like, man, it still looks like a kind of dragon-like to me.
Yeah, you've been playing too much 5e.
Uh, they've been dragon-like since 3rd edition, so.
Dragon ancestry, you think?
Yeah,
A dragon fucked a dog? I don't know. So,
Oh.
That's some animation if I've ever heard.
a dragon and a dog and a
What?
human had an orgy. They had this human-like
What?
freaking.
Hell yeah. Science.
Maybe
That-
I'm not sure they're of their.
There's
exact
going to be some
origins.
weird out there that would do that, so.
That's a lot of different
I'd
factors to
fuck
put
the
in there.
whole.
So,
Yeah.
alright.
Ain't no quitter.
It's part of war. Let's see.
How you doing today, Dan? You good? Your last day off?
Yeah, it's my last day off. So, I got work tomorrow, sadly.
Makes you feel any better? I'm at work right now.
Yeah. If only my workplace let me play D&D at the same time, that would be fire. That would be so fire. But no.
That would be fire.
Be a
Imagine.
truck driver, man. It's the easiest fucking job in the world. And you get paid pretty good.
Yeah, drive. Take care of loads, I guess.
Hell, I don't even do that anymore. I run double triples, so
Oh,
I
that's
just
fine.
drop shit off, pick up another load, and run. Like,
Yeah.
my shit's so easy.
It's really good.
You get fat quick, though, so you gotta keep an eye on your big.
Oh, yeah. That'll hold a lot of time to do exercise, I suppose.
Yeah, that's why I do airsoft and shit, man. Like 12 hours of hard exercise.
Yeah.
It helps.
It's good. Yeah, it's fun and it's active. So, all right,
Yeah, especially in this.
we're in Down and we've got a plan. So we'll set out north to the caves north of Down. We haven't done this one in a while, so let's see how this goes. Alright.
For bandits.
As you already know, these roads are often patrolled by outlaws. Early on, they start, as ragtag groups of thugs and thieves, but now they're organized bandits and brigands, right? Raiding the road after all this time. So we've got to be extra careful. Your troop moves out along the road and begins to travel north. Right?
You say guards do patrol these roads, right?
I do, but they can't be everywhere.
I'm gonna
at
stay a
once.
short distance behind them. Not far, but far enough that if they get ambushed, I can be able to counterattack.
We
You're gonna
I
be
haven't-
mounted, right, with your cart?
Yeah, I'm riding a horse. Or,
Okay, but you're
but
invisible.
it's
Yeah.
invisible. So it's just,
So yeah, it's just a cart
Okay.
moving forward.
yeah.
If we encounter brigands, would there be a possibility that any guards would be guard patrols would be around?
Well, if you encountered brigands, they probably wouldn't attack you if there were guards around, right? That'd be two enemies against one, so that would be a bad fight for them. Right? If the brigands attack you, they're definitely gonna
I think
be
I've ever
double
fought
your
a brigand
numbers, right? Or
in your game.
brigands and outlaws. Yeah, brigands are a lot more dangerous. They're rubber knights, so they have heavy armor, they have
Yeah.
weapons, they have class, right?
I see. Whenever people refer to brigands, when at least people I know refer to brigands, they talk about just like bandits essentially.
No, brigands are different
I
than
realize.
bandits. Yeah, brigands are
Yeah.
like professional bandits, like armored bandits, right?
Mhm.
So, bandits
don't-
like mercenaries,
sorry.
brigands are like rubber knights, like professional like soldiers, right? They could literally just be another army, right? So they're equivalent to another professional army or mercenary crew, right? So,
My bad.
all good. So yeah, brigands are definitely more dangerous. They can be on horse, yeah, and all that kind of stuff, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, if we're traveling there along the road, the road increased our speed by 50%. We are a medium footman crew, I think, based on the fact we have
Pretty sure.
animals. Yeah. Our 2 foot men should be medium at least or lighter. So, Vale, of course, you've got your animals, so you should be able to move at medium foot. Okay. So 2 miles an hour, or 3 miles an hour in this case, on the road. So it should only take your crew roughly an hour to get there. Okay. So
Yeah, that's good. Unlike the other times where we had only 2 hours.
throughout your travels, there's a 1 in 6 chance for a wandering monster encounter, possibly, or some type of random encounter. Alright, there's also a 1 in 6 chance you encounter, outlaws. Unfortunate.
Ooh.
You guys want to reroll that, or want to take it?
Let it be. Thanks, B. We should be alright.
Alright, let's check for surprise. We are not surprised, fortunately. They are surprised. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're able to spot a crew of bandits, right, encamped along the woods east of an intersection, right? They're maybe briefly encamped. It looks like they're going over maybe the remains or looting of their recent raid, right? So you're seeing up ahead on the road what looks like kicked up dirt, a cart on the side, right? Dead people around, dead soldiers, right? Dead peasants, right? Probably a caravan was raided recently, maybe during the night or something, right? But a caravan was raided and a bunch of brigands, right, or bandits. I'm gonna roll between the two. We'll see. So it'd be a 2 in 6 chance it's gonna be a group of thugs, right? 2 in 6 chance it's bandits, and 2 in 6 chance it's brigands. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Alright, it's bandits. So nothing too serious, hopefully. Let's check a wilderness encounter for bandits.
Are they dense enough I can just fireball them all to death?
No, they're spread out. We're in the open. So
Bummer.
alright. We're not dealing with too many. About 7 of them right up ahead. Something like that. Okay? So let's go into a medium scale map. Give you an idea of the situation.
I could probably get a kill on one if I sneak up.
Oh, we can kill them. We got it.
Since if they're spread out, it might be easy for me to just kill one and get out of there. Since being Lightfoot.
Alright, let
I
these
killed one,
grids
so-
represent 10 yards then, in this case.
Like kill one, 7, yeah. But I'm only gonna be able to kill one at a time. If I had to fight them.
Could have been quite a few, huh?
Mm-hmm. Shelf just tells it I have 3. Yes, 3.
Alright, so we're coming up toward an intersection, and that's where the ambush took place. So,
Alright.
let's see.
So we have.
I'm going to mark the location of the ambush site with an X. That's where the ambush took place. As the caravan was moving through.
Can I see them all?
No, you can't. We're in lightly wooded areas. So, you can't see all 7. You see maybe half.
I was gonna be.
They're spread
I
out.
was gonna be asleep.
Okay.
I know it'll break my invisibility, so I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do once I see where they are.
And to represent the enemy positions, we'll use red circles. At least the positions you can see. So,
So there are trees, you said, right?
yep, it's lightly forested terrain. So, there are trees every, trees every 30 feet or so, right? So, lightly wooded, hilly, right? Mainly toward the east. So yeah, there's a few trees every 30 feet. So every grid has like a few trees in it, right? Not a whole lot, but there's definitely chance for cover. It's not just open. So, half of their crew is visible to yours, right? They're just kind of along the road. You can see one guy's posted up behind a tree. Every now and then he peeks to watch. You see one guy, he's like looking over the loot still or something, right? Or yeah, this guy is off loading, or these two are just in the middle of looting, right? And then you can hear more of them further into the woods or hills behind cover. We are moving in from a safe distance, but a close distance because we have a surprise in them. So, or it's a surprise run, so we didn't notice until it was quite close, which would be, I think, 1d10 times 10 yards, so, or 1d4, I mean. So, 40 yards, so 120 feet out, so. So, 4 squares out, we're about here. So we're at the bend,
Right.
and somewhere along the road, we were able to kind of, maybe right here, the straight shot here, we're actually probably right there. So the ones who actually see them is, of course, our vanguard, right? So if you're at the rear, such as Vale, you actually don't see them, right? So you have no line of sight on them. But the party is here, right? So
Yeah.
roughly.
Okay. Well,
Somewhere.
well. Well,
Alright, so in this situation, we're not in combat yet. You guys have turns still, though. Just so everyone has an idea of what's going on. So, Testro, do you want to discuss plans with your crew or take action?
I was going to tell Realm to alert Vale.
Okay.
Yeah, but Realm, you there?
Reem, you mean?
Yeah, I'm here.
God damn it.
Alright, he's already
Honestly,
We just give him to the bandits.
out. So, Vale.
I don't mean that literally.
Okay, so,
I don't mean that literally. Sorry.
did you say?
or Testro, you're at the front with Reem, right? You guys are taking point. You're trying to get his attention, and he's like exhausted in the middle of the march, right? He's breathing heavily.
Oh, wait, what?
Brother, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was. People keep on DMing me. Sorry. I'm sorry. My mic's muted as well. So.
Alright, so Tetra wants to talk to you. So, Tetra, what do you want to say to him?
I want to say, go tell, you see, Vale's horse. He should be there. Tell him about the bandits.
Yep. Right.
Okay, so,
Go to Vale and tell about the bandit. I'm going to sneak up.
so as Vale explains the situation to
How
you,
far
Reem,
away am I from Vale?
Reem, you are maybe 15 feet ahead of the caravan, right? His horse and cart and such.
Okay.
So what do you want to do on your turn? You want to keep talking with Tetril or something else? He was telling you what to do as he stood guard
I wanna.
or stood watch.
If I jog over the Vale, will it alert the bandits?
His horse is just moving toward you at the same time, so you can just turn and give him a signal to halt. I think he's already halted anyway, so unless he wants to keep moving on his turn. But yeah, if you jog over to him, you might make noise, so you can sneak to him. Crouch move.
Yeah, it's fine. Do that.
Okay, so you're crouch moving to him, and as you get to him, do you want to tell him anything or do anything?
I want to tell him that there's bandits up ahead.
Okay, so you let him know what you see because you can't see them. He has an idea of what's going on, of course, probably, right? The crew's halted, he's halted. But Vale, on your turn, as you saw Tethro halt the crew, give Reem orders as he kept his eye down the road, or kept watch down the road. Reem comes over to you, explains that there are bandits up ahead. Were you riding still, or did you halt, or what's your next move? Do you want to respond to Reem? Do you want to take a different action?
I'm going to respond to him by getting off my horse, setting down my necklace in the cart, and going ahead and moving in a way towards them so I can scout and see how many there are in total.
If you take your necklace off, it will lose invisibility. Is that fine?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I mean, it's daylight anyhow. They're not going to be able to see the light, right?
Probably not, but I mean, it's magical light, so any dark spots would be illuminated, right? With dim magical light.
Whatever. I'm gonna get up anyhow, and I'll take the risk and just start moving. There's a very high chance that they're not gonna hit me. So, and I just say hold my horse and just start moving.
Okay, you pass the reins off to Reem, and which direction are you moving?
I'm gonna move directly down the road.
Okay, directly down the road. Right. So, back to Tethro. You were keeping watch. You told Reem to go tell Vale what was going on, right? And did you just want to keep watch, or what was your next move?
I am going to do some sneaky stuff.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to try to get behind the guy who is keeping watch. The bandit that's keeping watch. Go north east.
Okay. It is
Yeah, east.
you're in a slightly hilly, grassy and wooded area. So, I guess you can move through the valleys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will use any. I'm just try to get behind him.
Okay. You won't go over hills because he would see you at that point. You go between the
Be
hills.
sneaky feet.
Meanwhile, I'm just walking straight at him. The road shouldn't have many trees near it.
You can do that. I can't.
Tethro is moving silently at this point. So you are moving silently,
Yep.
as quiet as you can. Therefore, you're crouched moving. You're sneaking. You can move half your current movement.
Yep.
Well, yeah. You can move roughly, if we're doing combat rate, you're a medium footman, so you do 20 feet or 10 feet every 10 seconds of sneak. So in a minute you can advance 60 feet in a minute if we're doing combat rate. And I think we're not exploring, right? So exploration, there's no need to explore these woods, right?
Or just
Are
move.
we?
Yeah, we're doing
I was
combat
gonna
rate.
say, are we? I was gonna say, are we? Am I moving medium because I'm medium, or
I think you're medium, right?
I shouldn't be? I shouldn't be medium. Light.
Okay, we'll double check. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 26, 29. Did you know that you had 2 backpacks? Let's see. 30, 31, 32, 35, 36, and 41. You have 41 pounds on you, so you are encumbered to medium footman. If you want, you can leave a backpack behind in the cart.
Yeah, I just drop that.
That will make you a light footman. Okay.
Yeah. Why do I have 2 backpacks?
I don't know. It's just maybe you bought an extra one or
That's-
something.
You want to be that cool kid in high school. Major Ward.
Maybe I accidentally bought 2 backpacks and just forgot I bought 2 backpacks, or maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that's the case. Okay. And if that's the case, you became light footman. Your rate of movement is 15 feet.
Yep.
Right. For sneak every 10 seconds.
I'll be back.
So as Tetra begins sneaking toward the position, as Reem, you just start marching to them, right? Are you running, or are you just walking to them?
I'm going at normal speed. I don't want to like be overtly loud. I'm just going towards them because there's not really a lot of trees near the road usually. So
Okay,
Who am
because
I walking towards?
or sorry, Vale, right? So Vale, you're walking toward them, or you're running, right? You should walk. So
yeah, I'm just walking. Yeah.
all right, in that case, you'll do half your movement. There's running sneak, and there's of course very slow sneak.
Yeah, no, I'm just casually walking up to them. I'm not worried about. They're bandits. I mean,
All right,
they're
so
not
yeah,
the brightest. Plus, they're busy.
you'll do 10 feet per round then. Because you're a medium
Cool.
footman, right? Or are you heavy on foot?
I'm medium.
Medium? Okay.
I'm making a point to always stay medium.
All right. Reem, you want to stay back and just hold the horse in place, or do you want to do something else? Do you want to secure it to a tree?
I'll secure it to a tree and pull up my crossbow. Is my crossbow still loaded?
Sure, you can load it. It wouldn't be loaded while you were marching.
I thought I loaded it. I thought it was loaded from last game because I never fired it.
That'd be very dangerous to keep that thing loaded the entire way.
Do
Right?
you carry a loaded gun in your house at all times, sitting on your cabinet while you're just fucking off? No, you not have
No.
one in the chamber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll pull up my crossbow and load it after I secure the horse to a tree.
Right.
Aren't I on a horse as well?
Yeah. So, yeah, you were on horseback. It looks like moving along. So you got off your horse to talk with.
Yeah.
You turned around on your horse. You went over to talk with the other guy who got off his horse. I guess you can stay on your horse. Well, if you want to lead the horse in the cart off
I
the
want
road,
to dismount.
you have to dismount. Yeah, you got to load up your crossbow.
Dismount and tie it to a tree as well.
Okay. All right. So you're taking the horses off to a tree, off the road, behind a hill to cover, so they're safe at least. So making yourself useful here, right? With proper guard of the caravan. Let's see. All right. So at this rate, we know that Val's probably gonna get there before Tethro, right? Tethro's sneaking through the woods, although he's faster. He's moving around the hills and between trees and such. Val's just moving down the road, which makes him a lot quicker, right? No terrain debuffs or he's not slowed by the terrain or anything. He just moves down the road with ease. Okay. So Vale, you're walking down the road, right? You're invisible, and as you're moving down the road, right, we're gonna roll to see if this bandit notices the magical light. There is a 2 in 6 chance he notices the change, right? It's a subtle difference. So like the trees would lose their shadows, right? Or like their shadows would start to disappear. Let's see. Or 2 in 6. He did not notice, so he just stood there. And he's also not really paying attention, right? That's why we surprised him. His job is to guard south, but he's kind of just watching what these guys are doing instead, which is looting, right? He's like, hey, grab that for me. Come on, grab that for me, all right? I'm like, all right. Yeah. So they're looting, and how far do you want to, or how close do you want to get to them before you take another action?
I'm gonna get. Let's see.
Its grid is 30 feet.
I mean, I'm just gonna start going up. Yeah, I'm gonna go start going up the hill. Because you said it's hilly, right?
Yep, off the side. There's hills.
So I want vantage above them. So whichever route that is, that's where I'm going.
Okay, so you climb a hill, right? Maybe 30 feet south of their guard. Is that fine?
Whatever is above them, higher ground always wins. So that's where I want to be.
All right, Tether, you are moving along.
Also, I'm also keeping an eye out for more of them.
At Tether, at some point, you can see Vale. He's on his hill, right? Or you can't even see him.
I see the
Yeah,
light.
you see the light. So,
I see, like,
Vale, do you want
See the
to? Are you
light.
trying to take an action before Tether does something? Because you can hear Tether moving up, or no, you might not even hear him. Actually, he's really quiet. But maybe you can. You know he's moving up. He hasn't closed the distance yet. So, when you get to that hill, what did you want to do? The bandits continue to do their thing. You can see a few more of them, maybe. A couple more bandits. Oops.
If I can
Off
see
the road.
more, I'm gonna sleep what I can see. So all 5 of them.
Alright. So due to the terrain, the hilly terrain and such, you definitely will be able to see the one down the hill from you. This guy this guy would not be visible to you because he would be behind a hill from you. This guy
If I
would be
can't see
visible.
5 or more, I'm not. I'm going to continue moving to another vantage to where I can see more. That way I can see all of them before we make an attack.
Indicate where the hills are.
yeah, that giant oak system.
So you're on a hill, roughly, right? This represents elevation.
I'll be checking in just a second. I'm dropping a track. Pretty much, we're going to kill all of them at the same time. That's the goal.
Yep.
Or at least as many as we can. Sorry that I have reinforcements. because I'm gonna be checking out down the roads and stuff.
Right.
So I have higher ground now.
So from your
I'm
vantage
definitely
point,
going to get that.
you can see about 4 of them, right? Or kind of 4 of them.
Okay.
Or maybe three to four every now and then. Like it depends on how they move. But it's not the clearest line of sight, so there could be more, right? Would that be a time you want to cast, or do you want to keep waiting?
I'm going to fuck it. Send 4 down. Drop 4.
Okay, so, yeah, you would like
Keep on
move
memorize,
move
so.
toward the west a little bit. You would have a better lineup here, the 4.
Yep.
So that'd be like
I'm
in
knocking
progress of
4 out.
working, right? You can like you have a
Where am I
visual on them.
at the moment?
2 are looting. 1 is on guard behind a tree. Another one is over here, loading things into onto a horse, or no, onto a donkey. It looks like.
Yeah, it's like the horse too.
Yeah, you could. So
Yeah, it's like that too. Because that bitch may have some stuff on it I want.
I'm not sure if you have a line of sight on it. You don't. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you don't see it, but you know something like that's going on. You see someone kind of loading loot onto
Yeah, loading
something.
something up.
Yeah, but you don't got visuals
Yeah.
on that part from your vantage point. Alright, so as you are getting to position to cast a spell, Tetero, it's your turn.
Mhm.
So you were sneaking through the hills, right? And
Mhm.
you decided to sneak through the hills and up to that guard you guys were able to spot down the road, right? So you
Yeah.
move silently toward him, right? He is kind of facing north at the moment. We're gonna roll on your move silently. Maybe he's not expecting visitors, right? In the middle of this road. So percentile dice. Alright. Checking for if he hears you. Surprised or not. He is not surprised. So as you're moving through,
Shit.
you were careful, you're trying to stay behind the hill, but halfway through a movement, right, you try to move silently, exceptionally. That didn't work, so you were just hoping on standard stealth, and that didn't work.
Yeah.
So he turns and hears you, and you were
May I
to
ask
take
you a
cover,
question?
right? What's your question?
So what is the sneaking for a thief? Like, how does that work? The percentage die.
Alright, so you've got to
What's
move
the-
silently, right? So if you roll under your move silently skill, then you pass. You move silently without them having any chance, their own chance of rolling a 2d6. So everyone can move silently, right? But those who are listening have a 2 in 6 chance of hearing someone trying to move silently, right? Sneak up on them, surprise them, pretty much. Okay. Now, if you pass that,
Okay.
you basically have a double chance, right? You've got the standard chance, right, to not be heard that everyone gets, and you've got your own chance that doesn't get tested against, which is move silently, right? So, if that
Okay.
passes, then the only thing that can hear that is typically other thieves or other hear noise checks, right? So,
Yeah. All right. Good to know.
you just got a double chance to do it silently, yeah. So, twice the stealth,
I'm just
right?
wondering.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's good. That's good to know because I understand exactly.
So yeah, like
how
let's
it
say
works. But thank-
he was listening, and he listens well, right? And you were moving silently, and you passed, so you were moved silently, so typically they wouldn't hear you. But let's say because he listened and you passed that, you have that second chance too, the other 2 in 6 chance, and that also fights it off. So if you have 2 sneaks and he only has 1 listen, then you would win, right? And then you have a 2 in 6 chance to sneak properly, right? If he doesn't hear you, but you weren't stealthy at all, then he would hear you, right? So
Okay.
yeah. So when he rolls a surprise check, he has to get a 2 in 6 chance against you, right, to hear you as you're sneaking. If you weren't sneaking at all, he would just hear you, right, pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is
you
there a
have
way
twice the chance to sneak up on him, double chance.
Not just a surprise check, correct? Let's see that to 1-6, like you said, that was just a surprise. There's no way to make it somehow harder for it. Nah, never mind. Not making sense.
You want to think about it? Okay. What's your move though? Like he
No.
reacts to you, right? You were trying to sneak up to him. He
Uh-huh.
hears you, right? So he turns and says, or he turns,
I want to shoot.
and he's got a bow in his hand. He's got It's a war bow in his hand. You want to open fire?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were moving. He turns around to see you, and you fired at him immediately. Rolling
Yeah,
to hit.
I roll for my own.
Okay, go ahead.
20. So, I at least have +1 bonus. Because I am seen at this moment, so.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll. We'll determine your penalties and bonuses after. It's easier that way.
Alright. That's a 6. I probably miss.
Yeah. Okay, so at this moment, as he turns to see you, this is considered a +1 for close range. Dexterity bonus. What's your dexterity?
12,
12.
I
Okay.
think.
Sadly, it's not a partial backstab because he sees you, and he heard you.
Partial.
No, it's not a partial.
So, can I get the +4
It's not a partial.
for the partial max? Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. He's got his back to a tree, so he's turning around to see you. So you fired at him. He sees you, or heard you at least. At the very least, he heard you. But because you choose to fire, he sees you too, right? If you fell back, he wouldn't see you. So you fire, so he sees you.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Well, you said he saw me, so.
Yeah, you fired anyway. Okay, you missed the shot. He returns the favor. Right. Let's see if he can hit you. He's behind a tree. You're behind a hill. What's your armor?
That hits me.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, your armor's not enough. You just got a helm. So you've got the hill to kind of protect you, but the hill's not enough. Yeah. So you're hit. Let's just hope he rolls low.
Oh, going through.
Alright, Tetra,
I'm dead.
our poor retainer, right? Try to sneak up on their position. Is shot dead, right? So probably should have taken the cover, maybe.
Jeez.
He's shot
Yeah.
dead. Vale, your spell is gonna go off as well. Cause there was no coordination between the two of you since you guys were split up, right? So we weren't sure exactly who would cast first, but it sounded like Tetra all he was trying to do was sneak up and move on the position and shoot, while Vale was trying to figure out a position to cast a spell from, right? So his definitely took a little longer. And so Tetra would have probably been.
Where am I at?
You're all way in the back home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so while that went off, of course, back to Reem.
Oh.
You were standing guard with the caravan. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
I would like to
The party's caravan.
move to a tree and fire from that tree.
You have no lineup on them, or if you go on the road, you might see the one on the road, or close to the road. But if you're in the hills behind a tree, you have no lineup. You wouldn't be able to see them from here.
Oh.
We just barely spotted them from a safe distance, right? We surprised them, so they didn't know we were there. We spotted them from the road, right? There would be a clear lineup from the road. But if you go into the hills or behind a tree from here, you wouldn't see them. Right? There would be too many other hills in the way.
Can I step out and fire and step back into cover?
Step out to
Like-
what?
Get a shot on them. Step out from like my position so I can actually get a shot on them and then fire. And step back into cover.
Okay, so your original position, you were somewhere behind a hill with the caravan, right? Do you want to move to like some cover along the?
Oh.
Do you want to move to the road? And take cover behind
Yeah,
a tree,
it's
perhaps
just, like-
along the road.
Tree, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you'll be doing. Okay, so now it's Vale's turn. So Vale, you were getting into position, still moving down that road, and suddenly the enemies are alerted. Right, there's a trade of fire. You were in the midst of casting your spell at that point, right? Or something else. We have a casualty.
Yeah, since go off, put him to sleep. That's fine.
Okay. So send him to sleep. 2d8. Alright. Affected all 4 of them. Y'all get a saving throw for just sleep. Technically, you don't see this guy. He's behind a tree. You see... Yeah, you can't really see him too well. Because he's got cover. Concealment. This guy over here, he's got just barely any cover. He hasn't taken cover yet, so I'll say you can cast on this guy for sure. This guy, you got a tree in your way, so there's a tree right here, right? You can't see this one, but you can see this guy over here. He's just loading things on an animal. So technically, yeah, just 2 rows actually at this very moment, because he's no longer idle, right? He's taking cover behind a tree, so the tree is directly south of him, and he's firing down to the southeast.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy was looting. Yeah, so you wouldn't see this guy either. You would kind of see him, but not enough to, to the point where you would be able to cast on him. The other two, you got this guy. He gets asleep, but this guy, asleep hits him. Of course, one of your sleep spells hit him. He's not falling asleep though. He shakes it off. He feels it, but this guy's asleep. So, all right, this guy just suddenly collapses. He was in the middle of looting, right? He was going through some luggage, maybe, right? Just crashes on his knees and falls over, right? So, what would be your follow-up move after casting your spell?
I mean, go ahead and send a magic missile.
Okay, throw a missile at them. Okay. So.
Well, but that's it. Cast it, right? So it's above me, and then whenever I have good, solid contact, end it.
Okay, so you'll cast it first, and then when you see a target, you'll launch it. All right.
Yep, because,
All right, so this guy's asleep. This guy felt something. He immediately crouches low and just, they realize they're under attack, right? This guy just fired. He received fire. He alerts his crew, right? It's like, he's like, like, bandits, right? And he's behind this tree, keeping his aim to the southeast, while this guy here immediately like took cover behind a tree as well, somewhere up there. So they're all moving to cover. This guy's crouching low, getting behind a tree or something, or the animal, right? This guy fell asleep. That's about all the movement we got. So they all kind of disappear from your line of sight. You're on the hill at your vantage point. Do you want to just cast it in the open, or do you want to fall back to cover, or something else?
I'm covered, of course. Yeah, okay. Always cover cast.
All right, so you fall back to some cover.
That way, they don't know where the sleep came from. Nobody saw me, right? So all they know is they got hit with magic.
Yeah, there's roughly 3 trees every square, a few trees every square. So
yeah,
I'll mark this in the map with green.
So. You're good.
Yep.
Yeah, so I have the advantage right now. I'm upper ground. I've got a bow and arrow. I've got magic. I can end them all if I need to with a fireball. Or a lightning bolt, kill them if I have to, and have another invisibility if I get a bail. So.
So that indicates the rough idea of how many trees there are, I think. Let's see. This guy's behind a tree. So yeah, there's roughly supposed to be 3 trees per grid.
I mean, I'm just gonna watch now.
Let's see. For your area, we got 3 here. 3 here. Okay, so Vale, you're like behind this tree here. This bigger tree. Okay. Or do you want to be, yeah, you chose this so you have the vantage point. Alright. Reem, you got behind a tree from where you were, somewhere down the road. Right, there's a tree growing at the base of a hill. As trees sometimes do. Okay, so yeah, you're behind this tree, you're looking down the road. Plenty of trees here. You don't see any targets right now. You've got your bow aimed, but there's nothing out in the open right now. Okay, so you just want to hold position or something else?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Vale, you're just behind a tree. You take cover. Do you want to peek and keep surveillance on their position, or do you want to stay full cover?
Go ahead and cast a second missile.
Okay, from a scroll.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Hello?
There it is. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Tracking.
I'll be in a building, so I'm gonna mute and do quick answers while I'm in here because I don't want you guys to have all this background noise. It's pretty simple what we're doing here. We're
Alright.
killing stuff. So
So as
what's
you're
that?
doing that, I'm gonna roll the reaction to what they want to do here, whether they're gonna withdraw or they're gonna fight back. So, reaction to our crew. Favorable. So, they want to withdraw from this, right? They're not trying to have further conflict. So after shooting Tethro down, they're hauling ass, right? They're like moving cover to cover, and they're out of here. They're not trying to fight. So they are on the move, right? And they're leaving the area, and you're in the middle of casting while they were, of course, withdrawing tree to tree.
Is there any way I can get down there fast enough to shoot the back of them?
You want to run after them? They're moving tree to tree down the road or through the hills now. They're withdrawing from the area on foot. And they're fast, right? They're bandits, so they're shooters.
Yeah, let them go.
All right, let them go. Okay, so they just took one of us with before they left.
Yeah,
They didn't loot him.
it is what
so
it is. Go down and do what they did.
check on Tethro. Yeah, he's got an arrow in him. All right, yeah. Tethro died, trying to sneak up on their guard. He chose to fire immediately, missed the guard, returned fire, and hit him. Right, that was the scenario. So, yeah. If you're spotted, I would say maybe the only thing you can learn here is if you want to risk it, right? You could take the shot. Otherwise, if you're spotted, it's time to move and retreat maybe or fall back to a more advantageous position. Definitely would have been a good move if you landed the hit, but yeah, he had some cover, right? The hill and the tree. But if he peeks, then he's out in the open. He's a target, right? Just like the enemy. So if you're
Yeah, I thought there was. The only thing I could do is reach out because he saw me, he wasn't surprised, so I thought he would have action against me after I made my action. So I thought
yeah,
I had to shoot.
you had the first shot for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, he had the first move. So
in my head, I had to shoot because I was spotted and he wasn't surprised. So
yeah,
I thought
it's either retreat or
no
shoot,
way they're doing
right?
that.
Wanted to take the shot. So yeah, you were sneaking up on him. When you finally saw him, he heard you, turned around, you shot at him, you missed, he shot at you, he hit. It was a trade of, shots.
I guess we can go check out what they left behind for us, so at least we don't leave empty-handed.
Right, so they ran away. They carried all the valuables they could. So one of you will load, or eventually Reem would go and bring the caravan up, right, on the road. If that's fine. Is that fine with you, Reem? You want to just haul the caravan forward?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so Reem would bring the caravan up, right? As he was the guard, the battle's over. Vale, you kind of like shout out, let him know, right, before you continue. Or did you want him to stay back there when you started looting?
No, he can come up because we got to load the body in there and then get whatever's left, throw it in the cart and leave because that's all we can do.
Yep, you told him where Tetro's corpse was. He goes out to go load the corpse on there. But while that was all going on, you were looting, right? So, or checking out what was nearby. So the caravan, it consisted of a cart, right? It's just off on the side of the road. It wasn't damaged or anything. Maybe an arrow in there. That's about it. Like hit. But yeah, there was a cart. The enemy have moved through the woods quickly enough. Maybe you can track them down. Right, they're slowed by their loot, possibly. So if you want to go after them, you could. But yeah, cart on the side of the road. The wagons or the animals have been removed from it. It looks like. So
can I not see them down the road from where I'm at? Because I still had that magic missile already. I could have just sent one into their back on the way while they're running.
Well, yeah, they're not moving on the road. They move off the road. So, like the guy who had the horse or the donkey or whatever, he probably went through the hills, right? Use cover and concealment.
Nah, let them be. There's only two of us.
Okay. So yeah, they fled the road, right? So the cart is, of course, what would have the loot. And the cart is up here, right? That's where they were mainly looting, up here. So the cart's up here. The animals were already taken off the cart. The luggage in the cart, when you look inside, there's supplies. It's farming supplies, or farm goods. It was probably from the village of Dole, right? Uh, it's valued at 600 coppers worth of farming goods, right? This is just like flour,
Yeah.
or wheat, unprocessed farm goods and supplies, right? So naturally, it's only worth half as much if you sell it. If you turn it into the proper owners, they might even compensate you for its return. Maybe not the full price, but they'll also be very appreciative of it.
Well, plan is just do what I did last time. Hook it up to his horse because we had 2 horses. Get on back to town, bring the body back, take their stuff home, and tell them, hey, sorry, it is what it is. Here you go.
Yep. So it's a cart. The animals that were on it have been removed.
Are there any bodies?
Yep, there are corpses nearby. So where that guy was earlier that
Bring
you
the
put to
bodies.
sleep, by the way, the sleep guy, he is still there. They left their buddy behind, actually.
Oh yeah, kill him.
You want to just kill him, or do you want to capture him?
Yeah, kill him.
Okay.
Or well, technically capture him. Yeah, capture him and then bring him back.
So, you sounded like you
Oh,
wanted to
shit,
kill him
rope on him.
first. Maybe you think twice about it, right? Okay. So you want to capture or kill? Capture.
Yeah, capture him, take him back so they can investigate him or interrogate him or whatever.
Right.
Because I have rope. I forgot I had rope.
Yeah. So you would tie him up. You got one of them at least captured. So you would wake him, force him, to, I guess Reem will keep a watch on him as you loot. But he was looting one of the guards that was killed, right? They were, merchants usually have 2 guards. I'll double check though. There was a group of merchants from the farmlands. So okay. Yeah, we'll say that it was donkeys or mules. Not sure what they were exactly. Actually, you didn't see them. And then caravan guards. You find 4 dead caravan guards. Then, yeah, probably 4 of them scattered about. He was looting one of them. Wasn't fully done looting, so there's still some loot to take. The other guys were fully looted, at least of their valuables. So, let's see.
We're gonna do the right thing. I've always done the right thing for this town. We're gonna bring him back as is with everything we can.
And of course, there's the merchant as well. So, it's a pretty gruesome sight. These bandits got the drop on the guards. It looks like they managed to take them down. But yeah, the guards are equipped with crossbows, swords, and daggers. Decent armor. Just the bandits maybe outnumbered them. It was 7 to 4, or maybe there was more bandits in the beginning, but definitely outnumbered the guards, right, and their merchant. Let's see. So, 4 guards, unfortunate end to them all. They were being looted. Also, the merchant, a farmer, right, a farm merchant. Yeah, you load them onto the cart, you'll bring them back to Dolg. Or, I mean, they were on the way to down for delivery, right? If you want to finish their job, you could.
Yeah, go ahead and finish their job and then let them know what we gotta do to get them finished, take them home or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, so you load all the corpses on there. You load the prisoner on the cart as well.
Oh, we got a prisoner?
Yeah. One of the bandits were put to sleep, so we captured him.
Nice.
Okay. How are we gonna move this cart though with all this luggage? Because we have no animals.
We have 2 horses and 2 carts now.
I mean, your horse is already carrying a cart. I'm pretty sure, right?
The other one isn't.
You have 2 of them. Okay.
He has a horse and I have a horse, remember?
Yeah. Okay. Reem has a horse. You have a horse. So what are you gonna do with your cart then? You have a hand cart?
So there was one cart there, right, full of stuff, and then we're throwing all the people and whatnot in this cart and over the horses, and we're walking back.
Alright, so their cart is full of supplies, right? It's 600 pounds of farm goods, or 6,000 pounds of farm goods, roughly. Something like that. Let me double check. But it weighs, so the capacity, yeah. Farm goods are not very valuable, but they're very heavy. Transport. Let me double check.
So there's two options. If it's too much weight for the horse, then we put 2 horses on one and me and him carry it back. If not, then we'll just do it that way. Either way, we're getting it back.
Okay. So I'm going to say there's 1,200 pounds of farm goods. It's worth 600 coppers. Okay, so something like that. So it's double the weight for its value. And then you've got all these bodies you loaded onto the same cart. So with your hand cart,
You can load it on mine, that's fine.
I suppose you'll put your hand cart in that same cart. It'll just be heavily loaded.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you would.
Yeah, and then 2 horses
Yeah.
can pull it.
Alright, that works out. Oh, it should work. All that weight is only 10%.
It's gonna connect to my truck. Give me 1 second.
Becoming southwest around 5 miles per hour.
Or not? Okay. I'll take it. I thought I was gonna swap to my truck, I didn't.
Alright, so Raymond Vale, you load up the caravan and you make your way back to Dell, right, with the goods.
Oh, it was uneventful and we lost a guy, but hey, at least we got something done, right?
Yeah, small little random encounter against bandits. Okay, who fled the scene after looting. Okay, yeah, they took all the valuables, so good weapons, armor. They took that stuff, money, if any.
Yeah, it is what it is. We did what was right. Got more town rep.
Yeah.
So at least Vale did. Vale's always doing this shit.
Alright, so let's go over the rewards then. So, the farm goods, you could compensate it for its value. The best they can do, if it's alright with you, they're going to give you 10% of its value. So,
Damn,
as a compensation.
Ouch. But okay, I
So
understand.
you'll get 60 coppers for it, right? For turning in the farm goods.
Yeah, it
Right.
is what it is.
I mean, yeah, that's the best they can do. 10% of its value. If they do half, it's almost like they're just buying it from you at that point.
Yeah.
And it's their own
It's fine.
goods
It
that
is
they
what it
already
is.
purchased. So, okay, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I
they'll put-
understand. I was expecting, 0, but if they give me something, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Alright, so they paid 60 coppers for the farm goods you returned. And for the equipment, which is the wagon or the cart you brought back, they'll pay you they'll pay you 50% of that. That was an asset that belonged to the farmers, so they'll buy that from
Hey,
you.
that's 100. I'll take it.
Yeah, so a cart is usually 50 coppers, so they'll give you 25 for that.
Oh, 50. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. For the people you brought back alive, or the prisoner you brought back alive, you turn him into a law. He is you get no XP for bringing him in alive, of course, but you do get more money.
Yeah.
Typically, a bandit of his standing is worth about 10 coppers. Or no, the bounty's doubled, so because they're an actual nuisance to the town, so 20 coppers. But because you brought him in alive, they'll give you double of that, so 40 coppers total for him.
Hey, better than nothing.
And for bringing home and delivering the corpses and remains of the mercenaries and the farmers, or the farm merchant, they'll pay you for that too. Let's see. So yeah, technically I did it wrong last time. You're not supposed to get XP for returning corpses, right? Because you're only supposed to get XP for kills and treasure. So, but
Yeah. Well,
it's okay. This time I'll do it right. So
really,
this one,
I'm trying to get that rip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
they pay for the delivery. It'll be 10% of what their bounty is kind of worth. So all the merchant guards are gonna compensate you for the return of their corpses. It's gonna be 1 copper each, and then for the return of the merchant, yeah, same thing, 1 copper each. So 5 coppers extra for returning their corpses to town. Because actually, the most of the payout is gonna go to the next of kin. But you confirm their deaths, and you got a small compensation for it. Okay. Yeah, they appreciate your services to the town. This was a caravan from Dog, the frontier settlement. They often get harassed and ambushed and attacked by bandits during their deliveries. So, this caravan was too
I'm gonna
small.
have a
to
vendetta
survive.
with these Northerners, boy. Every time I deal with something in the North, they always killing shit.
Yeah. All right. So you got a small profit today of 130 coppers, right? For not too much of a risk involved, just a delay on your adventure. Major delay. There's only 3
Please, we
members
can
of
pick
the
up
crew.
another person.
So, Tethro, you, and Reem. So we'll divide it 3 ways.
Me.
Maybe 40 each, and then there's 10 extra. So we'll divide the 10 extra between the survivors. So we'll do 45 for the 2 of you and 40 for Tethro, if that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
With me.
Okay, so. This money goes to the bank. You
Sorry,
died,
dead thief. Sometimes dead thief things happen.
remains. So, killed by bandit. Remains.
That was a quick game, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another.
How much copper did I get?
Returned.
But
2 down.
Five.
Okay. So, this money it'll go straight to the bank then. He's got 10 cover on him, but it will also go to the bank so that his next of kin can inherit the money. All this gear, he will just load up the gear or pile his gear somewhere at camp for his next of kin, and then of course bury his corpse somewhere, whether in the town grave or in the middle of the woods or something, right? So, Tethro was killed in
would
action.
that technically be lawful neutral because of how my character is? Like, he's still neutral, but he does lawful things. Would that be the technical?
You can only be one in alignment.
Like, he's not lawful.
No, he's
Yeah,
probably
I know,
lawful
but, like,
then. He is lawful then, right? Your actions
I
are
don't-
your
I
reputation.
don't want to be lawful,
Well, you chose you chose to be lawful by taking lawful action.
but
So
the reputation.
yeah, reputation is proven. So were you a man of respect and you were ambiguous, careful, and flexible to the institution, live to fight again, or were you a
That's
man
fair.
of honor, fair, selfless, and order? Yeah. So what aligns more with the actions you've been taking lately? So are you ambiguous to situations?
Yeah,
Are you
you're right.
careful? Are you flexible, or are you fair? Are you selfless and orderly? Right. You're somewhat selfless,
Yes,
right?
I'm
You always be
fair.
spending money on your crew, right? Like preparing. You're very fair about business, and you do
Yeah.
things with order. So you're considered lawful, right? So lawful is not the same as good or evil, though, right? So there's that too, right? You might be thinking that you're neutral, maybe you're lawful neutral, but overall you're lawful, right? So
Yeah.
based on all the actions you've chosen to take, right?
It
If
is
you
what it
left
is.
them behind, right, there remains behind. It's more of a neutral thing. You're indifferent, right? If you looted them and kept it for yourself after they died, then that's chaotic, right? Bring them back to town, make sure their families get
Yeah.
compensated. That's a lawful thing to do, right? It's the right thing to do.
Wait, whose families?
Meh. Captain Clueless strikes again.
All right, so killed by bandits, remains
Bro.
returned to down. Compensation for
Got
Tethro
a
was
whopping 2 XP from that whole
40
thing.
coppers. So also 50 on his corpse actually, which will be waiting for him. 86 in the bank. He'll be buried at camp or something. Then Vale, of course. So quite an unfortunate end to Tethro, right? He was a brand new crew member, was a retainer at first, led an expedition, made a small mistake, and was killed. Right, paid for it with his life. All right, unfortunate.
Mistakes were.
He got too risky. He got too bold and that maybe too cocky, right? Or maybe he saw a chance to survive. You know, sometimes the best defense is offense, right? If you managed to just manage to fucking hit that guy, he would have probably survived
Yeah.
the encounter. Right?
At
For
least it
future
wasn't
reference, if you have a mage with sleep, let him get into position, sleep him, and then make your attack. Try to stay out of sight no matter what. You're not trying to engage.
Yeah.
You're a thief. You can't take hits.
Yeah, I know, but I really wanted to do that. Like, kind of backstab, but got too cocky.
Yeah, because if you were sneaking up on someone who wasn't on guard, he was on guard. He wasn't maybe looking, but he was listening.
Yeah.
So if you were sneaking up on someone not on guard, you definitely would have passed. Because the only time they get a listen check or a surprise check is when they're on guard, possibly, usually, especially when you're sneaking. So
Whenever
but
you have
because he was
somebody in the
listening,
rear and you have somebody on guard, it helps.
yeah, you failed the surprise roll on him, and you failed the move silently roll. You have two chances to get him right, but you failed both of those rolls. So therefore, you technically were sneaking, but only because he chose to be a guard, he hurt you, right? So if he wasn't a guard, he would have not hurt you.
It is what it is.
Let's see.
Is that 2 XP because 100? So the 1 kill of the whatever it's called, and then the 100 copper, or would that just be 1 XP?
This money here, it doesn't give you XP.
No, I was talking about the. So the kill. Okay, so the kill is the only XP. I guess since I was the only one who got a kill.
Did you get a kill?
I didn't get a kill.
No,
okay,
you didn't.
Never mind.
Yeah, you got compensation, so you got double bounty instead of instead of XP.
Yeah.
All right, you got more money
It is
instead of
what it is.
XP. Yeah. All right. Let's compensate your character. Did I already do that? 45. Yeah. Okay. And then 45 for the other guy too, Reem. All right. We'll wrap this one up then. Since it ended early, probably can start another game very soon. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, we'll probably start another game in like 30 or 30
Maybe we can
minutes
get
to
a
an
couple
hour.
more players.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys.
20 minutes?
30 minutes to an hour is our next game.
Okay, that gives me enough time to do something. Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys.